Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and I am back from Germany. Hello, I'm back. I had an amazing time at this show, but I am so glad to be home. Now welcome to today's Saturday with Stacy YouTube class 592. Yep, we're counting down to 600 Saturday with Stacy classes, and we're gonna do something phenomenal for that. I don't know what yet, but we'll come up with something wonderful. Now, for those of you who are following me in Germany, I had a great time. I did, I think, 14 videos on Facebook. So with winner chicken dinner giveaways, and we have not picked the winners yet. So if you want to head over to Facebook, the Scrapbooking Made Simple Facebook page, you can scroll down and still put all your comments in for a chance to be a winner chicken dinner. Like I said, I did either 14 or 15 videos, and well, somebody's got to win from every single one of them. Could be you, could be you. Now, Germany was great. I met with a lot of fabulous people trying to make my decisions on what companies we're going to be bringing in, but a lot of goodness is definitely coming all of our way. Love going to that show and finding new and exciting and different and things you may not have seen before. Now, today is YouTube 592, and it is all about all and create. I was going to do I was going to do the balance of the Stacy Park collection with Sizzix. Last week I did a side-by-side comparison of the Tim Holtz diffusers versus the brand new Stacy Park dimensional diffuser, because there has been so much going on about why do I need this one? If I have that one, does this one work with this? And really, I tried to give you a overview, a really good technique-based class showing you the difference between the Tim Holtz retired diffusers, which are for 2D folders only, and the Stacy Park dimensional diffuser, which is for 3D embossing folders only. So last week we did that, and I thought that I would follow up this week with the balance of my collection. But I sat down and I started to play with the MemoryDex stuff from All and Create. And then I pulled out Amsterdam paints, which I'm not supposed to be using in this class. I was supposed to save them for our next In the Studio with Stacy, but I couldn't. I'm so bad. I'm as bad as all of you. This is why we get along, because I am you and you are me. I pulled them out. I started to play with some of the colors, and I'm like, oh, I cannot wait. I have to use these. Patience. Nope, not here. So I have got fabulous product from All and Create, and I've got basically their whole MemoryDex collection, but I'm going to be really playing with just 5 of them because those are the newest from All and Create for their MemoryDex. And I do have the cute little box that it works with. Yes, I do. And wait till you see all of it. It is going to be absolutely amazing. And I have winner chicken dinner for you. 4 of you. 4 of you have won from the last 2 YouTubes, because I couldn't do it last week, do any winner chicken dinners, because that didn't give the following week enough time. I had to film early so I could go to Germany. So it didn't give enough time for everybody to get their comments in. So today I have 4 of you that have won $100, and let me tell you, that could very well get you the I Want It All bundle today. And maybe just a wee bit more. Okay, so I've got winners from 590, YouTube number 590, and I have winners from 592. All of you have $100 in your online account right now. And for those of you, okay, 590, 591 being announced on 592. For those of you who want to know how to become a winner chicken dinner, it's so simple. I'm going to say that you have to post something kind. If you are going to, this is not me doing, Madonna's Vogue. I'm not dancing here. I'm saying that this is, and you can't comment about this, Even if it's nice, thank you, I appreciate it. The comments that you have to post in the comment section of this YouTube have to be kind and not about my physical attributes, not about my laugh or anything along those lines. It has been brutal the past few weeks, so I am reminding people to be kind. If I am not your cup of tea, you know what? Okay, there's an off button, and there's so many phenomenal YouTubers out there, teachers and demonstrators, that if one of them is your cup of tea, absolutely, they would be thrilled to have you as a viewer, as would I. But I understand I'm quirky and I'm different and I am who I am and I like who I am. So please be kind to anybody who you're talking to out there. The keyboard is not the place where you get to do what you want to do and say what you want to say, thinking that there's nobody at the other end of it who could be harmed or hurt by that. So just a reminder, this you can't comment about. The laugh, I can't change it, it's mine. So what you do is you watch this video, you like the video, and the likes are important because that determines how much of a gift card we give away, and we give away 2 every single week. So the likes are important. The more likes, the more money we give away, and then you leave a comment below. And we have a random software that will randomly pick 2 winners every week, and you may find yourself with a $100 gift card. You know what's so cool is that sometimes people don't realize that they've won until they get to checkout their shopping, and all of a sudden there's this credit on their account, and we get an email, oh my gosh, I didn't know I won. Well, if for nothing else, you want to watch the beginning of every video to make sure you find out if you are a winner chicken dinner. Now, I am excited. Oh, I know this name and I know this name. I'm excited to announce that from YouTube number 590, which was the Hunky Dory Sizzix Jacquard Royal Talons class, I have Jeanette LeMay. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, girlfriend. You are a winner of $100. Winner chicken dinner. Wahoo kachoo. Ideally, theoretically, that box is checked, so that must mean it's in your online account. Our second winner is Terry. Hello, Terry. Terry Wood, you also have won $100. Congratulations. So excited for you guys. I love giving stuff away. It makes my heart so happy. Then we have 2 more from YouTube number 591. This is the one I think I fell asleep on. This was the one where I did the side-by-side comparison of the Tim Holtz diffusers that have retired versus the brand new Stacy Park dimensional diffusers by Sizzix. Both products are by Sizzix. So Sizzix did the Tim Holtz diffusers and Sizzix did the new Stacy Park diffusers. So I have 2 winners. I tried to keep up with the YouTube. I tried to keep up with the live chat in Germany, but I'm telling you, I think I just closed my eyes for a half a second and I was a goner. So our first winner is Dana Fisher. Hello, Dana. Congratulations. Wahoo kachoo for you, Dana Fisher. You won $100 to Scrapbooking Made Simple. Yes, please. And then, oh, Cookie Padilla, hello. I know I didn't say that right, Cookie, but you're gonna love me anyway. Hey, girl, hey. Padilla. I'm trying, I don't know, because I don't know how those L's are. I have a friend whose last name is Del Valle. So, I'm trying to think of the 2 L's, how those L's would, but it doesn't matter, Cookie. You are a winner chicken dinner, and I am so excited for you. This one, Dana, I had to look at that twice to make sure I was saying it right, but Dana Fisher, oh my gosh, well done you. And Terry, hey Terry Wood, wahoo kachoo for Terry, and Jeanette. So excited for all of you. That's $400 worth of winner chicken dinners. Are you ready to do the winner chicken dinner dance? And again, If the winner chicken dinner dance is not for you, that's okay. But it is for me and oodles of people out there who really want to hear their name called and then have an opportunity to do the winner chicken dinner dance. So if you think it's juvenile or immature or silly, if those are the worst things I'm ever called in my life, I suppose life's been pretty darn good. So, are you ready? You're a winner, chicken dinner. You're a winner, chicken dinner. Wahoo, ka-choo, for you. Congratulations to the 4 of you. Again, theoretically, that money is in your online account. You should be able to log in and see that there is a store credit waiting for you. Very excited. Now, while I was in Germany, I did a bunch of videos on Facebook. I think I did 14 or 15 different videos on Facebook, each of them with a chance to be a winner chicken dinner. Go to the Scrapbooking Made Simple Facebook page. You can still post on all of those opportunities to be a winner chicken dinner. You can leave a comment. It tells you what you have to post. I tell you in the video what you gotta post. I give you a hint. And then next week, we're gonna start pulling winners from all of those videos done in Germany. This was my test to see if we were gonna get hit with oodles of spam. We had to stop winner chicken dinner on Facebook because we were getting just an insane amount of spam and people trying and we still are getting some. And please, if you see something on our Facebook page, please send us an email so we can report it and get it off right away. But it seemed to go okay, and we only had a few things that I had to remove. Now, I might have missed something. It's possible. I was tired and it was a long trip. But if not, then I think we're going to be able to go back to doing giveaways on Facebook. That would make my heart super happy. But if we start getting hit with all that spam again, people copying our Facebook account, it was a whole thing, inappropriate. It was a whole thing. So we pulled back, gave some time, and let's see if we can go back and start up again on Facebook. What do you say? 2 thumbs up. That's what you have to post. Today, for your chance to be a winner here, chicken dinner here at Scrapbooking Made Simple on this YouTube, you have to tell me, are you excited about Facebook again, or nah, you really don't pay too much attention to Facebook again? Would you love to see more on Facebook and more giveaways, or no, it's okay? Because we used to post every single day on Facebook, and then we had to back off and try and get control over all the fake pages about Scrapbooking Made Simple, but I think we have it under control. So you tell me, yay, meh, or nope, not at all. And since Scrapbooking Made Simple is a public page, you should be able to read everything on Scrapbooking Made Simple. You would have to be a user of Facebook to actually leave comments, but I'll leave that up to you. Now today it is about All in Create. I have a ton of stuff to play with. I got carried away. I wasn't supposed to be showing the Amsterdam stuff today. That's supposed to be in the studio with Stacy on Tuesday, but I couldn't help myself. You understand, right? No judgment. I had to use it today. I'm like, oh, this is pretty. So I'm going to tilt on down. I'm going to get started for today. I do want to show you the 2 books that I'm going to be using on Tuesday for In the Studio with Stacy with the Amsterdam paints. I'm going to be launching a few more sets, but I also want to show you the books that I'm going to be using, because what we're doing today with Amsterdam is going to be completely different than what we do on Tuesday. In the Studio with Stacy is every Tuesday, 6 p.m. sunny California time. That would be 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, when we play with Royal Talon's fine art product, and we take fine art and paper crafting, we merge them together, and we make magic happen, really. So I'm going to tilt down for today. Congratulations to all the winner chicken dinners. I'm very excited for you. Spend it however makes your heart happy. I was going to say spend it wisely, but why? Spend it fun. Okay, so on Tuesday, I will have a couple journals for you. I want you to see these now because while I'm using Amsterdam today, the paints that I'm going to be using on Tuesday are more Amsterdams, and I'm going to be using it inside our journal book here now. This is the small one, and you can see it's got the combination of the white and the black, which is perfect because what I'm going to be working with today is going to go beautifully on both. It is textured paper. These are not available till Tuesday. Here's the larger book. So 2 sizes. And there's definitely a price difference. Now these are handmade. They're handmade, so it's not that this is a $19.99 journal. I'm going to tell you that from the get-go. These are hand-bound, handmade, and I mean just page after page after page after page for you to work with. And what they look like when you're playing with them, the colors, how the Amsterdam works with these are beautiful. So look for these 2 on Tuesday for our next In the Studio with Stacy. Of course, on Monday, we'll have our Make It Monday class, but that's Monday. Now today I am playing with the MemoryDex from AALL Create. And inside this flat little amazing box makes a beautiful MemoryDex box. Right? And all the dies that I have are going to have the little MemoryDex holes in them, the tabs in them, so that you can make your own recipe. You can make your own Rolodex. You can make your own birthday binder where you have January, February, March, April, May, all the way to, and then everybody's name behind it and the dates of their birthday. Again, great for little recipe cards. It's just, I love Rolodexes, and you can't buy Rolodexes anymore. I have 2 of them, and I will not give them up. I use my Rolodex every day, and kids have no idea what's a Rolodex. I went into Staples and asked, do you have Rolodex? Can I get a Rolodex? And they looked at me like they looked at me like I was old. Like, yup. Okay. All right, fair enough. So we're going to be playing with this today. And then I do have all of the MemoryDex dies, but I'm also going to be playing with the 5 newest in the collection. And this is what the I Want It All bundle is going to be. The 5 newest MemoryDex dies and the MemoryDex box. What do they call it? MemoryDex card holder. So that is what the I Want It All is going to be. Can you get them open stock? Heavens, yes. Can you get more than one of these? Heavens, yes. And when I say that I have more MemoryDex dies, these are all MemoryDex. So this is all open stock. These are the older ones. I will show these to you a little bit later. We also have new rub-ons from them, and I'll show you those later. Not sure that I'm going to work with them, but I will show them to you later. So I'm going to start with my little box, and let's open it. And all the pieces are in there. You can be a little, you don't, how do I say this? You don't want to be so ginger with it that you can't snap everything in place, but you don't want to be so rough with it that you might snap something off. So everything is done with MDF. So it's nice and thick, and it goes together really easy peasy. You've only got so many pieces. So you've got a bottom piece, and you've got some side pieces, and then you've got a front and a back. It really is that simple. So to put them together, everything kind of, it's a tongue and groove, so you're gonna kind of pop them into place. And once you are done, you certainly can glue them in, or you can add a little bit of glue. You want to get them in there first and make sure that you've got them down before you start gluing. I would just suggest that you build it first, and then if you want to go back and glue everything in place, you can. But that one's in. And then my second one, So you can see that my MemoryDex kind of has this little zoop. I need that little zoop, swish, little swish. I need that little swish to go in the same direction. Both sides. See? Same. Different. Don't want different. You want same, facing the same direction. Same. Put it down. And again, you don't need a hammer to put it into place. So, but you also need to give it a little bit of oomph to click them into place. There we go. Come on, through the sides. And then I just want to pop them in. Oh, and I think I just popped that one out, but that's okay. Okay, good. Now I have a front piece that has little houses on it, and I have a back piece. Doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does matter, but... Oh, and I have them, look at that. See, I did them backwards. I just told you front. I told you matchy, and I didn't do matchy. Pop it in, pop it in, pop it in, and pop it in. There. Now I'm matchy. All right, and then my back piece is going to go against the high piece, the zoop, and there's pictures on it, so you can see. It tells you where it goes. So there's my little high piece on the side, and that's where my back piece goes. Okay, so I've got that side in. There. Oh! Pop it in. There. Good. Now my little front piece, which is my little houses, and I'm just going to pop that in too. Ah, Stacy. Pop it in. So since these have already been in once, they go in easier the second time. I'm just trying to not pop what I did out. Oh, that went in nice. That was good. Oh, that was good. Easy peasy. That's why I said put it together first, and then if you want to come back and glue it, they'll pop together easier after you've done it once or twice with it. The pieces just kind of fit together a little bit easier. And there we go. Okay. So I didn't use any tools. Now I have these two pieces left, and these two pieces are where the dowels go. Just want to get them in there. And there's a roundy top and a square edge top. See the square edge top versus the roundy top? So I want to do roundy top to roundy top. That way they match. Let's get that one. Oh, that one went right in. Okay. Roundy top facing up. I should be able to slide this right on in. And I've got my box made. And I should be able to take my little MemoryDex. Oh, and start, let me get that back on there. I didn't have the back in all the way. In. There we go. So now that it's together, this is when, if you put it together once, this is when you now may want to take it apart and glue it, or paint it and then take it apart and glue it. But once you've got it together, it doesn't require any tools. And literally, if you pop it together really nicely, it does stay together. I've done one, I've got mine over there where I didn't use, see, I need to pop that in just a little bit better. I didn't use any glue. And once you kind of get it in there, it just kind of hangs. Let's see if I can squeeze that one in there a little better. Oh, there we go. So once you've built it, see, now that it's rigid, nothing comes apart. So I'm pulling on it, but it's not coming apart. And that's because it's now all squared up and center. And I can put my little MemoryDexes. Aren't they so cute? Aren't they just darling? And they just snap right in there. Right? Okay, so I'm not supposed to be showing you these, all of these, but they really are just darling. I've got a whole bunch to show you. But I also wanted to paint my box. Now you can choose to paint it before you put it together, after you put it together, it's really up to you. And before I start die cutting, this is where the Amsterdam paints come in. Now, if you've been watching In the Studio with Stacy, that is a year-long class program that Royal Talons and I have put together, where I am taking fine art product that you wouldn't typically find in a paper crafting store, but is fabulous and quite often the same price or sometimes a little bit less than paper crafting supplies, yet the quality is substantially better. So that's a year-long program where I pick one Royal Talons product, and for the entire month, that's all we do is feature that product. Every single Tuesday, I do something new or show you something more about that product, and it really is a teachable moment class. It's to help grow and learn. I need to grow and I need to learn. So as a brand ambassador for Royal Talons, it's really just, it's been so much fun. January was Ecoline markers, and I have my Ecoline pins right down there, and I will be using Ecoline pins throughout this year. This month, February, it's all about Amsterdam acrylic paints. And if you haven't watched class 1, week 1 or week 2 of Amsterdam acrylic paints, I really do explain to you the background of them, the coating system, why they are what they are, and why we want to use them, and how to get the most out of them. This upcoming Tuesday, we're going to be playing inside of these, with Amsterdam paint. But I could not not use these colors because they're a beautiful, I've got 2 more sets for you that again, we're supposed to go for Tuesday, but I'm launching them early. I just love them. So we are going to be playing, the first two sets that I've already launched are the Pearl set, which is an interference set, and those are available right now in the studio with Stacy, and the primary set. And the first 2 weeks of class, the first week we did tinting. Tinting is adding white to the paint and how to add the white to get full gradations of color. Last week we did shading. Shading is adding black, and you will see when you watch both classes the amount of white I was able to add versus the teeniest little bits of black I had to add to change the color. It took very little black and more white, but I was able to give you full gradations of color. This week, I'm gonna be launching their two newest sets. It is Colorful Metallic, holy smoke, this is what got me, and the pastels. Oh my gosh. So today we're gonna be playing with both of these, but for me to do it right, I have to swatch them for you. Now, typically I swatch on either white or black paper, but we're gonna be doing die cutting with chipboard. This is the chipboard you get in your orders when we ship you. It isn't inexpensive, let me tell you. This chipboard costs, I wanna say it's an extra, I think it's almost an extra 18 cents per chipboard. So if you're getting two, it cost me 36 cents to protect your order. Now I know that doesn't sound like much, but trust me, we go through chipboard. So if you've been saving this, I'm gonna be using the MemoryDex dies from All in Create, and I'm gonna cut it with chipboard. You're like, no, and I'm like, oh, but I am. But wait, I get ahead of myself because there's gonna be something more on the chipboard. So I need to digress, I need to pull back, and we need to go back into the Royal Talens Amsterdam acrylics. Now, again, please go watch, if you can, In the Studio with Stacy, the first 2 weeks of Amsterdam acrylics, because I explained to you what an acrylic paint is. The acrylic is actually the binder in the paint, in the pigment, that holds everything together. The acrylic isn't the actual, it's the binder, it's the thing that makes it paint. And so these beautiful colors really are spectacular. And I have been doing swatches. Every time I show a new set, I swatch it out. And we're going to do the same here. Now, I'm not going to tint and I'm not going to tone. I'm just going to swatch. Boy, that wasn't even close. I am just going to swatch them out because these colors, well, I'm not going to tint or shade. The metallic, you're going to want to keep as true as possible because you're not going to want to interfere with that metallic. And the pastels, well, they've already been tinted down to this color. You could tint them more, but I'm not going to. So I think I'm going to start with the colorful metallics. These are beautiful. When you see them, you are going to love them. They are going to look lighter on my chipboard, but when they dry, the sheen is stunning. So we're going to start with this. We're going to swatch these out, and then I might paint maybe the back, the bottom of my MemoryDex holder, just so you can see how it looks on MDF. But I'm going to start with chipboard because we're going to be using chipboard today. So let's go, because I want to have my MemoryDex cards a little bit thicker, especially if I'm doing something like recipe cards, or I'm doing birthday, just a Rolodex of everybody's birthday, or however you're going to keep track, whatever you need to keep track of in here. I want it to be a little bit more stable, so I'm using the chipboard that we include when we ship your packages. Now, there are 6 colors in here, and these are brand new. They just released, just a couple months ago, and then we had to wait for them to ship in. So Royal Talens is out of Apeldoorn, which is close to, well, it's close to Amsterdam. And here are the 6 colors that we have. Now, they don't look so spectacular. I mean, they just look like color in here. But once we use them, you will see the difference. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my Sizzix Maker's Tape, And we're just going to do quick swatching since I'm not shading, I'm not tinting. So I'm just going to do quick swatches for you because I think it's super important. So I need to have room for 6 colors. Just a little bit smaller. And I know swatching isn't exciting, but it is important. And honestly, the book, that book over there that I'm going to have for you, the handmade paper book, it is, if I was going to be swatching all my Amsterdam colors and some of the other things we're going to be using throughout the year, that book is amazing. See, I'm still just a little bit, need to go a little bit over more. And this is Sizzix Maker's Tape. Most people use it to keep dies in place when they're die cutting. I use it as a masking. And I'm not going to be using any water or anything to thin my paints out. I'm going to take them just as they are. And I've got some baby wipes because I have not found a good water brush for a little water cup for me yet that won't spill. So metallics. This is the standard series, and on the bottom has the pluses. See if I can get it. Come on. So it has the pluses and it has the box, which will tell you whether the pluses tell you the light fast, how long it will last without fading. If you have it in light, how long can you have it in light without worrying about the color fading? 3 pluses is up to 100 years. And then it's got the little box that has either a empty box or a half slash in a box, or a half slash that is full, or the entire box is full. That talks to you about how transparent or opaque the paint is. So a box that has a slash through it is semi-transparent. If that box had nothing in it, just a flat box, just a square box, it would be transparent. If that box was completely shaded in, it would be opaque paint. So I'm going to start, and I'm just going to add some down. And again, this is all information that you would find in the Studio with Stacy classes. There is a reason for Amsterdam paint. It is beautiful paint. It is a relatively affordable paint, and yet the quality is so much more. There is no fillers, or they use 100% in the binder in this is just absolutely phenomenal. And the pigments that they use are, it's called triple mill, which means they take the pigment and they put it through the mill 3 times to grind it thin, ground down to nothing, so that when you're using it, you don't have any little chunks of pigment, and you will find that in a lesser quality. Is this the highest quality of acrylic paints that Amsterdam has? No, there's one quality higher, and the only difference in it is that they've used the mill, they've ground it down, the pigment down even further. So it's going to go on light when I put it down. It looks lighter than it's going to dry. And that's because the binder has to dry out, and that will leave just the beautiful color of the pigment. So there's my red, there's my yellow, this is metallic yellow. Metallic yellow is also 3 3 pluses, so its light fast is up to 100 years, and it is also a box with a slash, which means semi-transparent. So I'm just going to get it on here, and we're going to move on. So there's my yellow. Here's my blue. And again, these are lighter than what they're going to dry to. Oh, got my yellow in there. Okay, that looks good. Here's my purple. And again, newer colors, newer sets for Royal Talons in Amsterdam. They're 0% odor, no odor in these at all. You can clean them up with water. They dry relatively quick. You can layer color on top of color. And my green. So when I'm done with these, we mat these and we save them. And we put them in our retail store because, yes, I actually have a retail store. And that way customers, when they come in, can see what they really look like. And then last, they're calling this brown, bronze, black. Okay, metallic black. It's not a true black. Yeah, they're calling it black. It has this this metal look to it. Oh, I think it's more bronzy than it is black, but that's me. Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it is more black. Okay. I'm using just one of my inexpensive Crafter's Companion paintbrushes. And now I've done it on chipboard. Wipe up my craft mat. And then I can pull my tape off. I think I kind of shortchanged that green one a little bit. So, Stacy! Okay! So this is what it looks like, and it's still wet. I did one earlier, and I didn't get the black in. I didn't leave myself enough space, but I want you to kind of see a side by side. This is what it looks like when it's dry. Look at that metallic sheen. Look at how pretty is that. So this is still wet, and you can tell it's still wet because it's still got a kind of glossy look to it, But when this dries, the colors are going to have that beautiful metallic look to them. Absolutely gorgeous. But right now, it's wet. So I'm gonna stick it over here to the side and I'm gonna give it a chance to dry so that you can see it all done. But here, these are completely dry and the colors are majestic. Absolutely majestic. So this is the colorful metallic set, and it is new. These are the 20 mil tubes, and oh my gosh, they're beautiful. On paper, on wood, on plastic, on glass, on metal, on fabric, they're beautiful. So we're gonna play with those today, but then we're also gonna be playing with the pastel. And like I said, I'm gonna swatch them out for you, and then we're gonna move on. I'm not gonna do any tinting or any shading, so I'm not gonna be adding any black or white to these. And what I love about the pastels is that they are all of them have a solid box. That means they are opaque. All of them are opaque. And I believe they all are a 3+, so they all have up to 100-year light fast. So if you were to do something with these and then stick it in your bedroom window and light hits it every single day, these are not gonna fade up to 100 years. But they're completely opaque. Oh my gosh, stunning. So let's start with they're calling this the ultra, I can't read it, ultramarine, is that it? Ultramarine light? Oh, let's put our masks down. So I know I need to make them a little smaller than I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you had the original set, the primary set, and you had titanium white, which I recommend you get in the 250 mil tube because you're going to use it a lot. You use the titanium more than anything else. Could you tint, because tinting is when you use white, could you tint these colors into these pastels? Yes, you absolutely could. That is exactly how you would do it. However, for ease of use and convenience, they have put together this set of the most, I guess the most used, the most common pastels in the range of what they could be. I could add white to these pastels and tint them down further. I could add a little bit of black to them and shade them up. So let's just get a little bit. And opaque, lovely, which means everything's going to be covered. They're not transparent at all. Done. Now up to me if I want to, I'm not going to clean my brush all that much. We're just going to move on. Move into our next color, which is our Persian rose. Okay. And again, all I want to do is give you a storyboard of color. Okay, next we're going to move into our yellowish green light. Okay, yellowish green light. That was way more than I needed, but that's okay. And look at how it covers on the chipboard. Oh, not into my pink. Look at how it covers on the chipboard. A little goes a long way. I'm using more than I need. And then let's go into this is our lilac. It is smooth, it is creamy, it is easy to use, and it plays well with others. It's fast. And then let's go into our turquoise blue. So next Tuesday, I might tint or shade some of these just so you can see it. But for today's purpose, I'm just playing with the mass tone. Mass tone means the color that comes out of the bottle. Okay, and then last but not least, I have my lemon yellow. Okay, so let's wipe off my, aren't those colors yummy? And the beauty of them is that it's a convenience. They're already mixed for you. That's how all the Amsterdams are done. I think we have 102 colors of Amsterdam, something like that. And could you get them all out of the primary set? You could, but you'd also then have to be blending and tinting. You'd have to be mixing and tinting your white or using your black to get the shading. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here are all the colors. Now these are going to dry darker. They're going to dry darker than this. Let's let them sit for a little bit and dry, and then we will bring them back. Now I'm going to play with that MemoryDex holder, the card holder. MemoryDex holder. And I'm just going to play with the back side so you can see how the paint goes down. And I think I'm going to play with the metallics because they are beautiful. They are beautiful. So maybe I take a little bit of the purple. I just heard that come out. Let's go ahead and pull that out for now. And I'm going straight to the MDF. I'm not putting a primer down. And I may want to give it a minute or two. I might want to add a second coat. Now I'm going to go straight into the blue, and I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm just going to let it be. And again, I'm just going to let it be for now. And then I'll go into my green. I'm not cleaning my brush. You can, but I want you to see that you don't necessarily have to. Look at how pretty. Now if I want to go back, I can add a little bit more purple in here. And move that into my blue a little bit. I can add a little purple. I think I'm going to do the blue. Now this will take some time to dry, which is why you may want to do them separately, each piece on its own, and then build it. You want more blue in there? Add more blue. You want more purple in there? Add more purple. You want a little green at the end? But as it dries, that metallic is going to come up and it is going to make a splash. And I could just keep adding and going over. It's hard to stop because it's so fun and the colors are so beautiful that you just kind of get into the oh, let's just add a little bit more here and a little bit more there. But let's let it dry for just a few minutes, yeah? And see what we get, because as these are drying, the color is getting darker and more shiny and shimmery. Oh, that's so pretty. Still not completely dry, but almost. See, and I don't know, see, to me that looks, I guess maybe on white paper it would look more black, but it definitely has this deep bronzy look to it. And the shimmer and the shine on chipboard is amazing. And these we just did, and they're still wet, but we'll get there. So now I have done the back, the bottom of my MemoryDex, and I could then come in and paint my sides, whatever color makes my heart happy. I could go in and kind of mix my colors if I wanted. Oh, there it goes. Uh-oh. Did you hear it drop? I heard it drop, but I don't know where it went, so we're gonna... Uh-oh. We're gonna find it afterwards. So maybe I add a little bit of blue. And a little bit of purple. And a little bit of green. Uh-oh. And I just go until I'm happy. I had plenty on that side. Well, I'm not going to be able to, I've got this side wet now, so I'm going to have to leave it be. But I just go in and I just start to paint. This doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't have to take long, but the metallic aspect of these paints is gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. So let's put this off to the side as well and let it dry for just a few minutes. Mr. SMS's desk is going to have paint all over it, but you know what? That's the price of creativity. And then I may come in with my chipboard again. And I may do some of the pastels. Oh, no lid. It's here somewhere. I heard it fall. Did you all hear it fall? Oh, found it. Look at there. Happy day for me. Only I've put the wrong lid. I put the green lid on the, on the blue, and the blue lid on the grid, but that's okay. I found my lid. That's a happy day. So I'm going to do the same thing with the pastels, only just on a piece of chipboard, because I'm going to come back later and we're going to die cut it. So grab my, and I'm just going to do some blobs and a little bit of blob. Not much, very little. I'm putting my opening basically straight to the chipboard so I don't get too much on there. I don't want it to come out in a blob. We don't need a blob. And maybe a little bit of the purple. Let's see what we've got. I'm just going to blend these all on, and I'm going to make magic happen and let them do their own thing. I might need to come back and add a color or two. But I'm just going to let it be. I'm gonna let those colors just kind of go into each other. So I don't want to spend too much time on it because I don't want to actually blend the colors together. I just want them to kind of melt into each other. Too much yellow. Maybe just a little bit more rose. And then we're going to let it dry. Because we're going to die cut. And I haven't cleaned my brush. And no mud. No mud. I'm gonna let it dry. We'll see what we get. Okay, let's put it there. I'm running out of places. All right, so now I've played with the acrylics. 2 new sets. I'm launching them today, but we'll really focus in on them on Tuesday. They are new to the Amsterdam collection of paints, and for that I know we're a little bit more limited on them, but I think we have plenty. The pastels and the colorful metallics are the 2 new. So the pastels. Oh. Swoon, and the colorful metallics. And we have started to paint my MemoryDex card holder. You can see where it's still wet. See, it's kind of glossy there. That'll dry, and then that metallic will come just shining through. Now, this set has oodles and oodles of dyes with it. The 5 that we're featuring for the I Want It All are some of the newest. And I thought what were the most common that you would get the most use out of. They all have 3 sizes in them. They all come with little extra bits and tidbits. They all have the little MemoryDex opening for them. And I liked these because I thought you could use these together easy peasy. They're not necessarily specific. Like some of them we have will be very specific, like floral. The top edges will be just flowers, or maybe a rainbow. The top edge will be a rainbow. I wanted to pick the ones that I thought, here we've got a house on the top edge. I wanted to pick the ones that I thought you would be able to use the most. Now this one has a scalloped edge on top, and then It also has an additional die that will make a pocket. And here, this one has a beautiful flourish edge and then additional. So you can see what's on the back, and I have storyboards for all of these to show you. But these are the 5 that I picked that I thought you would get the most use out of to be part of the I Want It All bundle. How do they cut? Easy peasy. So let's grab one. Let me make sure I've got my brush pretty clean. I need to find a good paintbrush cleaner. Comes in a little package so your little dies don't get lost in transit. And let's grab 1, 2, and 3. And again, it comes with additional little charms and embellishments that you can use. And let's grab some cardstock, shall we? Let's see what I've got in the way of cardstock here. Oh, well, as long as we're going with pastels, right? All right, well, that'll get me started. So let's go 1. This is just cardstock. 2. 3. Now I have opted to bring out 6x6 cutting pads. 6x6 cutting pads from Sizzix are wonderful. They are, the only way they're sold where you can get 2 of them are in the Stacy Park teal glitter cutting pads. And I currently do not have them. I know you can get them at scrapbook.com and you will get 2 6x6 teal glitter cutting plates. And they're wonderful. And the reason why we use this size is because of the smaller dies, you want to use plates that are more to that size. Standard cutting pads are much bigger. And to keep the warpage down, using a plate that is closer to the size of the die is always going to be better. So let's cut. So I've got my base platform. Comes with your machine. I've got my solo shim or my A shim. Comes with your machine. Your machine is going to come with 2 full-size cutting pads, or you can either get the teal, or these come in a multi-pack where you get 1 full-size, 1 6x6, and 1 2x6 or 2.5x6. But I like having the small size when I'm using smaller dies. And I can get 2 of these on here at one time. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to roll this on through. These are easy dies to work with. They're open frame dies. Open frame die means I can put my hand through them right through. They're not intricate at all. One pass should get it done. And I've got my first 2. And you'll see how they can line up to build. and then my largest one. And there you go. You've got all 3 sizes. That will fit right there in your MemoryDex storage. This comes with 3 sizes. This comes with 3 sizes. So I selected 3 different ones, so then you can go in and you can mix and match. Let's take the middle one from this one. And let's take the smallest one from this one. And let's take see how big this one is. Oh yeah, perfect. Take the biggest one here. Now you could be using these as little pages for journals. They'll make great for recipe cards. They're really awesome for a birthday calendar where you, even if it's for somebody else, where you have January, February, March, and then they flip by and they can see behind it is everybody's birthday in that month. What a help. It is, I mean, anything you would use a Rolodex for. I miss Rolodexes. So I think I'm going to do, so we did the smallest one in the purple, so I'll bring the purple one back, and we did the medium in the green. I'll bring the green back. We're gonna leave the largest in the blue, and then we'll do the scallopy one in the yellow. Just so you can see how they cut easy peasy with paper. So I need green, and let's make sure that that's gonna fit. Ooh, by the hair of a chinny chin chin. We'll see if I can make it happen. And then the purple was the littlest one. And then the largest out of the yellow, which we haven't done yet. And we'll bring our die cut machine back over, and we will go again. Sandwich remains the same. And you absolutely can use your full-size plates without question. To save on warpage though, if you can get if you get the multi-set of these, again, you get one size like this, you get one full size and then you get the third size is this 2.5 by 6. So you would get a 6 by 6, a full size, and a slim. Now, if you were to buy 2 sets of multis, which is really a good idea, because it gives you then 2 full sets of this size, 2 full sets here, and 2 full sets of the slim, or you go and get the exclusive Stacy Park limited edition teal and glitter. And I know scrapbook.com has those. So let's take our purple and let's cut our purple and our green. It saves the warpage on your full-size plates. It saves the warpage on smaller plates. And away we go. Little creaks and cracks are good. That's the sign of it going, yes, I'm die cutting. And pop them right out because that's how easy it is. It is so hard to believe that it doesn't have a blade on it. It just has this little edge. And from pressure, that little edge makes these cuts. It's amazing. So now I have these 2. And then the last one I'm gonna do is the big scallopy one. So MemoryDex are fun. They're easy to decorate. They're fun to do. It gives kids, their weekly chores. You put them in their MemoryDex and they can check off their weekly chores every week. Not everything has to be done on your phone anymore. Let's go old school a little bit. Well, they looked at me at Staples like, oh, she's old. Like, okay, I hear ya. So let's bring this back. And I'm going to swap out the purple here for the purple here, bracket. And I'm going to swap out the green here for the green tab. And I'm going to leave my blue one there. And I'm going to add to it my scallop dotty yellow. And look at how cute. Look at what I'm building. They're so stinking cute, honest to goodness. But there's more that we can do with them. There's more that we can do with the dies. Now, I wanted to see just exactly how much we could cut if we wanted to. How thick could we get it done? So I thought, chipboard. I wonder if we could get it to go through the chipboard. So again, this is the chipboard that comes with the packages. Most of the packages from Scrapbooking Made Simple have chipboard in it. If we need it, we make sure we add it in to protect all of your goodies. I thought, could we? Would we? Maybe. So, chipboard. Send it on through. Holy smokes, artichokes, chipboard. Now this is about the weight of your, it's 0.22, so about the weight of your cereal boxes. So you could certainly take cereal boxes or anything like it and start die cutting. Went right through, just like a dream. And if you wanted to add stability to something, you could definitely take some paper. I want a light pink, but I don't have pink in here. Maybe the pink is still down there. I want one more pastel. I want a light pink and a light purple, a light, let's see, what do I got? Maybe it's still down here. Oh, I think I see the pink. All my Ecoline markers are sitting on top of it. Oh my gosh. Oh no. There they all fall. Oh no, Elena. Well, now I've got Ecoline markers everywhere. She put my Ecoline markers. She put my paper. The Ecoline's right on top of my paper. Oh, Elena. Oh my gosh. Am I going to be able to get back? Okay, no, I've got Ecolines. Oh, okay, just be careful as you roll, Stacy. They literally are everywhere. Oh, I know I'm going to roll over the top of them. I just know it. You can't hide my paper. See, now I got pretty pastels. Now I got all the colors that I want. I was missing half my colors. Oh, let me see if I can just kind of smoosh these out of the way. I do not want to run them over. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, done. And there one rolls. So let's do another one in the pretty pink. Now I've got all the pretty colors. And I'm going to grab a little bit of Stacy tape. And I'm just going to put some Stacy tape right on the back of it. Stacy tape is a double-sided adhesive. I have now made this paper an instant sticker. It comes in everything from, gosh, this is 1/4 inch. It comes as skinny as 1/8 inch. And yes, it is back in stock. And 1/2 inch and 3/8 and 1 inch and 5 inches and 6 inches. And it takes your paper or just about anything and makes it an instant sticker. It will hold carpet down. It holds your hemline to your pants. It holds beads and metal and plastic. And it's heat resistant, so you can put embossing powder on the top of it and heat that up. There's just so much that can be done with it. It's a little bit longer, a little bit stronger than most double-sided adhesives out there. It's super important that it was a little bit stronger. Well, it is stronger. And the liner is a little bit thicker, so it's easier to pull. So I've got Stacy tape on the back, put my die on. It's like, oh, now it's going through paper and adhesive. Yep, it sure is. So if I want to use cardstock and I want to make sure that it's got a little extra oomph to it, a little bit more stability than just plain cardstock, pop it out, pull the sticker off the back, the liner, bing, bang, boom, bring over your chipboard, line them up, and you're good to go. But what if you wanted to add some paper to your chipboard and cut it all at once, thereby making sure it lines up perfectly every time? Can you do that? So as you can see, Stacy tape, you can rip it. I used to say it's terrible. It's not. Yes, you can tear it, but it's wonderful tape. I'm just cutting off the bits and so it doesn't stick to my cutting pad. I have done that before. This time I'm going to add the paper ahead of time. And let's do some yellow. That's pretty close. And which one haven't I done? I haven't done this one. So this one gives me that beautiful little decorative edge all the way around. And same thing, I'm just going to trim it down just because I don't want the Stacy tape to stick to my cutting plates. Not that it'll harm them, you just got to peel them off. Tape is super strong. And when you're making books and journals and things like that, you're looking for that. You want super strong. All right, let's see if we can get this. This is pretty intricate, so let's see if we can get it to go through. All right. I promise, Elena, I will clean up my mess. I promise. I don't know if it's going to go through the whole thing. It looks, I think it's going to be too thick. I think with the adhesive and the intricacy of this one, but I'll roll it through again. Nope, it looks too thick. Nope. No can do. So with the chipboard, paper, the intricacy of this die, there's not enough blade to go through all of that. The adhesive, the chipboard, the paper, that's asking too much. Too much. But what if we used a glue as opposed to the adhesive? Because you remember the adhesive, it has a layer to it. So you're just adding a layer. See, it has a layer to it. You're adding a layer for that die to try to get through. And this is strong. It's saying, ouch, no. It did fine. It'll do fine when you're just making a sticker out of it. But to get it to go through, you're asking too much. And of course, now it's glued down. So can't get it out. But you should know that you can't do that. Let's try it. Let's pull that off. Let's try it if we use a glue to glue paper down as opposed to an adhesive, double-sided adhesive. So I'm going to grab another piece of chipboard. And now this is up to you how you want to glue it down. I'm going to use a liquid glue. I'm going to use some Stay Put, which is my glue. You can use just about anything that will glue paper in place. And let's go back and we'll try the yellow again. See what we get. So I'm going to use some liquid glue. And I'm not overly picky about how I get this down. So my glue dries clear, crystal clear. And again, super strong. I probably used more than I need. And I'm just going to go edge to edge. And I use my finger. It's fast, it's convenient, it gets the job done, and I have it with me all the time. My glue is water soluble, so a baby wipe is going to clean it up. Then I can put my paper on top. And push it into place. Now you can use something like a glossy accents will work. You can even use the acrylic paint. Once you put the acrylic paint down, if it's wet, you need to have it wet enough, you can put your paper on top of it and it will glue. Acrylic will hold just about anything in place. It is super strong. Okay, let's die cut and see what we get. I'm gonna try this one again. My glue is not dry, but we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens. And if not, I'll do it again. Yes. Back. It wants to. We're going to rotate it. Oh, yeah. See, look at my glue's not dry. It's smushing out. All right, let's rotate it and do it again. Let's see what we get. It's thinking about it. I think I should put it on a precision base plate and see if it'll happen. I knew I picked the hardest die to do this with. Nope, I think it's going to need either a precision base plate or it's going to be too intricate. Swap it out for a precision base plate and see what we get. It wants to. I'm so close. I'm so close. All right, I'll give up and we'll do an easier one. When I say I'll give up, I mean in just a second. It's right there. It's just right there. It wants to. Nope, it isn't going to happen. It's just too intricate. I can get the base out of it. So I can get the base, but my little doodads are not going to come out. It's just too intricate. So these are going to stay in place. Unlike if I had done them just on, oh, what if I did them, just on the chipboard, but my chipboard that's been painted. All we can do is try, and all it can do is not work. But I would rather try and see what happens and show you. So I'm not going to use the precision base plate, not to start. We're going to see if we can get it done without the precision base plate. Just the chipboard. And I'm going to rotate it. And let's see what we've got. Oh, I don't know, it's so close. See, that came out like a dream. That was no big deal. Easy peasy, mac and cheesy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So the acrylic paint and the chipboard oh, yeah, I like it. I do, and I just keep adding. Okay, so with the chipboard and the acrylic paint, what if, and this is a stretch, but what if I did one of the basic ones? One of the basic ones. I bet it'll go through on its first go round. Let's see. So this one's super basic. I'm just going to go forward and back. Yep. So now I've got the stability of the chipboard with the pretty of the paint. Love these. But then, what if I wanted to go a little bit further? You're like, okay, so you've done You've done it with the acrylic paint on chipboard, and you've done it with paper. And you've done it paper and chipboard with adhesive, but you did it separately so you could line them up. But what if we took it a step further? And I'm pretty certain we're going to have to stick with the more simple designs. What if we bring over glitter paper? So I launched this diamond glitter paper a few weeks ago, and you guys all loved it. It has, what, 8 different colors, 9 different colors. I think I'm missing a color somewhere. Let's see. I've got the turquoise. It's called Diamond Chic Glitter. You get 20 sheets. It is beautiful. They say it is shed-free, 100% shed-free, 0 microplastics, and 100% tree-free paper. And it's beautiful. The colors are beautiful. So I think I'm missing this gold. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm missing this gold. So it comes in 20 packs of gold, or 20 sheets of gold, 20 sheets of the turquoise. Now this is dramatically different than my opulent paper with Sizzix. Looks completely different. This is a chunkier glitter on it, and yet it's shed free and it doesn't feel like glitter. Love the colors. We don't have anything in red and opulent, nothing. Also that pink. Love the diamond. It's got this iridescence to it. It just has this like rainbow iridescence all over it. And kind of the midnight charcoal black. And I think they're calling this the rose gold. They're calling this 20 sheets, glitter paper, rose gold. So I'm going to take out a sheet of that gold so we have all of them. It's $12.50 regular price, and then we put it on sale, which makes it about 50 cents a sheet. The colors don't move. It feels nice. It feels good. It's not like really rough and scratchy at all, and lovely. So here's the 9 colors that we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 colors that we have. And I'm gonna go ahead and try and die cut it with these dies as well. Easy peasy if I'm just doing the paper. Not a problem at all. So let's cut. We'll do maybe that one. And maybe this one. Super easy. Or should I stick with the pastel since I'm going in that realm? Okay, so I'm just going to do a straight die cut. So now we're asking it to go through a backing paper that the glitter is put on. There's adhesive holding all of that into place. It should cut pretty easy peasy because it cut the chipboard out lovely, and the chipboard is thicker than this. Die cuts like a dream. And then we just add it. Now all of these are gonna get decorated up somehow, but look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. And let's cut a small one, a medium size one maybe, out of the bracket maybe. The small one in the bracket. Let's get a medium size one in the bracket. And then let's take it to the next level and see if we can. Okay. They were in a hurry. Roll, roll, roll. Through, through, through. Done. Woo, I love it! Should I be so excited? Yes, yes I should. Okay, now let's go a little bit more. Not gonna use as much glue. Say, Stacy, step away from the glue. All right, so let's do, how about that crystal white, just so we're staying in kind of the pastel-y colors. See, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got blue and yellow and red, kind of in bands of color going across it. It's so pretty. So let's take a hunk of this. And let's add some glue, because I'm going to glue it to my chipboard. I could try with Stacy tape on a simple one, because the one I did was pretty darn intricate. We could try with some Stacy tape to see if it'll do a simple one. So it's all about making the bases and then decorating to your heart's content. So I've got my chipboard that you get with your packages from us. Pull off my liner. You can see that it's sticky right now. Gotta stick something to it. Let's add some of my beautiful glitter paper. And again, Sizzix doesn't have anything like this in their opulent. This is just, it's different and it's lovely. Let's put my die down and we'll see what happens. Anybody want an over or under? So 50% say yes, it's going to be, oh, how many of you are saying yes, it's going to cut, and how many of you are saying no, it's not? Send it on through. And maybe I do a rotate just to be sure. And send it on back. I'm not using the precision base plate. I'm trying to not use the precision base plate unless I have to. It's right there. I think that adhesive is just thick enough to keep it from cutting, but it is so darn close. I'm sure if I used it on a precision base plate, it would be cut. I'm going to get everything but that bottom line. All right, let's try it with a precision base plate. And then I'm going to do it without the adhesive. So it looks like anytime you are using the Stacy tape with this, you're going to need to use your precision base plate if you're doing it on chipboard. And I'm using the chipboard for stability, so that once I put them in, yeah, precision base plate, easy peasy, mac and cheesy. And it's done in that pretty soft glitter. But like I said, I'm trying to get away from using the precision base plate. But see, it adds so much stability to these versus just cardstock. And this is 100-pound cardstock, but having it on that thin chipboard just makes all the difference in the world. So let's try it using glue as opposed to the adhesive tape. Let's do the big bracket. So I'm putting all my dies right now on my gotcha tool. So I'm just holding all of them right on my gotcha tool. It sits right on your maker space. It'll hold all your dies. Bam. That way you know where you've put them. Easy peasy. If they fall on the floor, you can pick it up easier than I could pick up my my Ecoline markers. All right, a piece of chipboard. Some glue. Perfect. Not too much. Tell me to step away from the glue, because I'm just going to move it around with my finger. Gosh, and I still put too much. You don't have to let it go tacky. This isn't a two-way glue. Cleans right up with water. It's water soluble. Give a good press. And now I'm not one to sit here and let it dry. I'm just going to roll, which means some of it is probably going to compress and roll out. But it's down. It's good enough for me. I'm going to go for it. So with glue and not Stacy tape. And I'm going to take the precision base plate off. Nope, it's going to need to do a rotate. So I'm going to click it back into place. And do a rotate. Let's see if that does any better. Oh, so close. I definitely did better with glue. It's just those, they're right there. So I'm just gonna click the die right back in place because it does, it clicks right back in place. It finds those little grooves and it lets you go again. So let's try it one more time. Oh, there we go. Ta-da! And it's all glued. Perfect fit. So the glue seems to work a little better. When using the glitter paper, if you want that extra stability. And my pink. And let's just do a small one in the pink. Little bit of glue. This time I'll try to use less. How about just one line? Zoop. And again, not a specialty glue, so not a two-way glue. You don't have to wait for it to go tacky. And I'm just using my finger to spread my glue because my finger is handy and it's, well, I don't want to say it's free, but it comes with me everywhere I go. Put my glitter paper right on top, and again, I just am using the chipboard because I want that extra stability. That's all I'm looking for. And this chipboard is just the perfect thickness to give me that. And chances are, if you've been saving it with your orders, or use your cereal boxes. It's hard to believe that something that doesn't have a blade will get through glitter paper and chipboard, and yet that's what we're doing. Might take a couple extra rolls. But I'm okay with that. Now I think I might need to cut off all the way around it and just roll it through like I did last time. Oh, no. Well, hello, you. Look at how perfect are you. And I just keep adding. And because it's got that chipboard behind it, it's got that extra stability. So whether we're doing it on chipboard with the acrylic paint, or just paper, or just the glitter paper, or the, look at how pretty the acrylic paint, paper, the glitter with the chipboard, paper, paper with chipboard. Easy to do. And they're so fun. And they make the cutest little gifts. They really do. And it's a nice way to give somebody some a practical gift where they can then turn around and use it. And like I said, put all the family's birthdays in there. Put all the family's birthdays in there, and then give it to somebody. Put everybody, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, all the way through December, and then everybody in your family's birthdays behind their month, and then give it to somebody. It's a practical gift, or your whatever information that you need to store that you want ready at your fingertips. Ready, phone numbers, addresses. Yes, I know your phone holds your contacts, but I still use a Rolodex. Your recipe cards. These would make darling Christmas gifts with the family recipes put in there, and then maybe just some blank ones so that they can put in their own recipes. It's a sweet gift, and they're not that expensive. They retail, I want to say the box retails for $19.99, and then we have it on sale for probably $15.99. And if you were to just get one set of the MemoryDex cards that give you the 3 different sizes, you could do tons with them. Tons. And of course we've got an I Want It All. Of course we do. But nope, that's going to be too big. Oh, but that'll fit. I'm not using precision base plate. And this one I'm not. This is already on chipboard. I don't have to back it. I painted right to chipboard with the acrylic paints from Amsterdam. And away we go. And then the bottom of my box, oh, and the side of my box is dry. Okay, shimmer me happy, right? Shimmer me happy. Now I can come in and do this side. It's just beautiful. You probably are going to want to paint it before you put it together, but I wanted you to see just how beautiful those acrylics are on this. Lovely, stunning. And you just have at it. It's so much fun. I am enjoying being a brand ambassador for Royal Talons. It has made my heart definitely happy. Anybody see what I did with my big paintbrush? It was here. Oh, here it is. Definitely makes my heart happy. I had no idea about some of this until I started to learn and play and do. And oh my gosh, my mind just, it gets, spirals with all the things I think about that we could work on. And I'm only in month 2. This is a whole year program with Royal Talons. I probably have enough, but. I just went right to it. I didn't even, I just went straight to it. I didn't even try to do one color at a time. And then I'm going to let it be and let it dry. And that shimmer is something fabulous. A little of this paint goes a long way. And now I'm going to let it dry. And you sit and you just make magic. Might as well just, it's not enough to do the side, but I might as well just put some down and get it off my brush. I'll come back and do that side later. And then you put it all together and you slide it on in. And you start to add whatever it is you're making. Whatever it is you're wanting to keepsake. Maybe you do this as a family vacation photo album for people. Maybe you do this as a wedding photograph for people. You can't get them a whole, their own wedding album, but you could do cute little souvenirs and, leftovers from the wedding and little flowers coming off and pictures every now and then. And it's just a sweet gift. Maybe it's an end of the year for a teacher with all the kids in it. Oh, wouldn't that be darling? Oh my gosh. Maybe it's your Disneyland trip and you've got your ticket. You're on one and you've got Goofy's signature on the other and you've got the picture with Mickey here. They're just so clever and so easy to use. Which side did I just paint? I just painted that side. They're so easy to use and so lovely. And I'm using paint to do it. You can use the rub-ons, you can stamp, anything you want. It's all up to you. It's a blank canvas just waiting for your creativity to spark is what it is. And it all started way back here with the acrylics from Amsterdam. The pastels, the new pastels, so dreamy. And the new colorful metallics, which I really couldn't, I just couldn't wait to use these. I was supposed to wait till Tuesday. In fact, I had to send a text to somebody saying, I'm gonna use them today. Hope that's okay. But I sent the text after business hours, so there was no way I was gonna get a response. Okay, now everybody knows my secrets. Clean my paintbrush. So I have got oodles and oodles of samples to show you. I do. Oh, and I stuck my finger in it. And now I fixed it. How often do you get something that forgiving, right? You're gonna love Amsterdam. It is creamy, it is smooth, it is a triple mill grind, which like flour comes in different grinds. And just like paint, the better the paint, the more it has been ground, that pigment has been ground down, so that when you do a smear, if you do a smear, you'd really want to use a palette knife. But if you do a smear, it's only getting my edge. There we go. You want to be able to see that there's no little granulars of the pigment. It should be completely, beautifully smooth. And by doing that smear, it gives you the undertone and the color. And ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And yet There's zero pigment in there. Your lesser quality acrylics won't be able to do this. They're not ground down 3 times through a mill. It's just not done. Royal Talents is out of the fine art industry, and fine artists depend upon the higher quality, the highest quality of materials for their art, for their commissions, for their classes, for, you know, what a professor in fine art needs, you know, is going to show you the difference between the acrylics for sure. So oodles to play with, oodles to do, lots of samples to share with you. And let's see, let's start. So we have the I Want It All is made up of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of what I thought were the most universal. 3 of them come with the 3 size, and 2 of them have the decorator element to them, and it comes with 1 of the bases. You may need more than 1 base. We sell them separately. So the I Want It All retails for $119.94, but your price is $89.99, which means you get free shipping too. So it's all there in 1 container. But like I said, there are so many others. So many others that are still available. And we've got them all open stock for you, and they're all the same price. So you pick and choose the ones you love the most. Now I know I'm flipping through these pretty darn quick, but there's a reason why I am. Can we all give the SMS girls, honorary SMS girls, everybody a big kudos? Here's the die. Here's the storyboard. So this is D47. And that's the die and the elements that you get with it. I have one of these for everyone. So I'll put it that way. Here's D48. Here's the die. Here's the storyboard. So you see everything you get with it. Right? Yes, we give the SMS girls, the honorary SMS girls, credit. Here's the die. Here's everything you get with it. Big one. And all the added elements. This is D49. Here's the die. This is D50. And yeah, you get all of this with it. All of this comes with this die. This is D66. Dreamy Manor, and yes, it has. Gosh, you could make this into anything. That definitely looks Halloween. And it's got the MemoryDex cutouts for you. And then we have Picket Border. And it's got the embossing feature built into it. It's got the MemoryDex. So number D67, Picket Border. And then we have all the 11 dies. Wow, 11 dies. So this is D68. So you've got a big open, so it literally is open, and then you've got all of these little borders to add to it. You could use these borders anywhere. And that's galactic edges. Okay. And then we go into neighborhoods. So here's the die. Here's the storyboard. And that way you see everything you get. D69, all the little houses. It's got decoration going on all sides. You've got another inner there. How cute. And then I told you they have a lot of them. D70. So you've got 1, 2. This is the solid that came out of here. There's a set there. You've got all of your, gosh, these have got words built into them. I love you, hello, hugs, thank you. All the little extra hardware. So D70. D71, penned with love. So 1, 2. This will layer on top of that. All the extras. Love the top of it. This is D71. D72, Bubble Talk. So you have a whole host to collect. You can start with 1 or 2 or the I want it all and then slowly come back and add. D73, oh, these are different. Those are just, oh, and look at that, just that. You could add that to your other dies, wow, or other shapes and put the holes in. Or add the holes, wow, okay, I like that. Those edges are cool. Very cool. That's D73. D74 is Snowland. So you've got a winter scene going across the top and then more winter village that you can add to. It's D74. D84 is Aqua. So you've got the waves and the fish. You've got a built-in embossing. You've got the fish and the shells, and they've got embossing to them. So D84. And then D86 is the camera. So you've got the camera shape. This piece fits right on in. You can do this one in silver, put that in there. And that's D86. And then the ones that are in the I want it all. So D80 we use today. And it's in the I want it all bundle. So you've got the 3 sizes. D81 is in the I want it all bundle, and we used this one today. And all the little extra accoutrements to go with. You've got the 3 sizes. And D82 we used today. With the bracket top, all the little hearts that you get, the 3 sizes. Curvy Quirks, D85. So here's the one that we had a little trouble with, but we got it done. And then the extra borders. Cuts beautifully. We had trouble when we tried to go through adhesive and chipboard and cardstock. But once we glued it down and we didn't use the adhesive the Stacy tape, we were able to get it to go. And then the last one we used, the little pouch. So you've got a little pouch here that will fold and make a little pocket. Look at, aren't those cute? And we used this one today. So that is the MemoryDex. That's the collection that's out now. That's why I chose the ones that I did. We also have for you the Amsterdam. So the 2 new ones that we're adding today, and these will be the ones I think we are featuring on Tuesday. And then the first 2 that have already launched. So this one was shown in video week number 1. This one was showed in week number 2, these 2. And then the new ones for today, which again, we'll see them in our next In the Studio with Stacy. I'm in love with these. Both of these are just absolutely gorgeous. So Amsterdam paints, yummy. We will have for you the paint brushes, because you're going to need them. Are these the latest and greatest? They're okay. They retail for $7.99. They will get the job done until I find brushes that I'm super happy with. They do have 3 new rub-ons. I did not use the rub-ons today, but All & Create does have 3 new rub-ons. We do have this as an I Want It All, but we also have open stock. In fact, here's the I Want It All of just the 3. But we do have open stock of several of the others. And then we'll put on sale the glitter paper, because it's so lovely with these. It really looks so good. So whether you want to use cardstock, glitter paper, you want to make your own with the Amsterdam, you have options. Tons and tons of options on how to use your MemoryDex. So I have got samples here. Let me grab some of them. And let me grab one of the MemoryDexes. Look at how cute is this. Isn't this darling? So bright and so happy. Alexandra made this one. I love it. And then we've been looking at this one today. I've been putting all of my samples in it. Not sure who made this one, but love it. And they've used the rub-ons. That's how they got all this done, was with the rub-ons. This is with one of the borders that comes with the decks. Just easy. I love them. So let's see. Do I have them all? And then I've got some cards, and I actually have some layouts. So, how cute, right? I mean, is that not just the most adorable thing ever? And in we go. And this one was done by, Eternity something, I'm not sure. How cute. And in we go. And look at the little clowns. Do I have 2 of them? Yeah. Cute little clowns. We did these on a New For You. And in we go. So this is just ideas of what could be done with them. You can make them almost like artist trading cards. Aren't that darling? You know, I probably should go this way. And that way the last one. Look at it, isn't that beautiful? And in we go. And in we go. Oh, so cute with the little rainbow. Oh, I've got two of them. Veronica, this is darling. And in we go. Again, just ideas of what can be done with them. I see them as gifts for somebody, whether it be family pictures in there or a year of school. Maybe you give this to grandma or papa and it's got pictures from all of 6th grade or 5th grade or kindergarten, and just little snippets of your child in their class, kindergarten, and all the things that they did. And that way they can just flip right through them. I like the idea of making it into a sweet photo album. Look at how beautiful is that. Eternity pour toujours. I don't think I spelled that properly, but it sounded good. Oh, I don't know who did this, but it's darling. Look at all these samples I have for you. All the different things that can be done. Hello, Christmas. Put it in there, and then behind it, Christmas pictures from the 18 years of your child's Christmas, all the way from the first Christmas all the way to 18. Oh, what a cute keepsake for somebody. And as long as you've got the base dies, you go. You decorate and make them your own. And the box at that price, I think at that price it's fair. And you can color it and paint it and do whatever you want with it. This is by Daphne. And you can start working on Christmas now. What about for graduation? Oh my gosh, what a sweet gift to give somebody who's graduating their year in school, or their travels through school. Ah, so sweet. Told you I had a ton. I'm almost there. Look at the cute little camera. So a travel. You've gone on vacation and now look at, you've traveled around the world. And you don't want to take albums anywhere, everywhere, so you show that you bring this to bring this to Bunko and show them your world travels. I bet Abs and Jess and Joe they're at Ellen Crate are going, what's Bunko? It's a reason to get together and have fun under the guise of a game. Alexandra. Daphne. Look, isn't that wonderful? And Eternity pour toujours. I love you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you're fabulous. Contacts. Daphne. Look at how much it holds. And there's more. It will hold more than that. I think they're fab. I love them. I do. But now we also made some samples that are not this. We made a few little card samples so you can see that you can use those MemoryDexes. Here's all the extra pieces. Here's the top to the MemoryDex. We just cut the little MemoryDex piece off. Here they even left the little MemoryDex piece. So who did this one? This one was done by Catherine, honorary SMS girl Catherine, and this one was done by Gail, and she left even the little MemoryDex and just made the cutest. This one was done by honorary SMS girl Patty. And this one was done by honorary SMS girl Claire. And this one was done with rub-ons, some of the rub-ons and some of the little extra dies. So this is rub-ons used as number 14, directional strokes is what she used on that one. And dies used is DI 82, Dottie Love. And this one she used D50 Sunshine Splendor and just cut the MemoryDex part off. And this one she used dies was D74 Snowland and rub-ons was number 15. So she's got both going on here. And dies used DI84 Aqua. And Patty and Claire D48 and D50. This one's great. Patty, this is awesome. D66 and D69 are the dies that were used here. This is awesome, Patty. Oh, and I love this one. D50 is the die and rub-ons is number 14, directional strokes. Love this one too, Patty. Look at you go, girl. And then we've got Gail with D47 is the die and the rub-ons is 15, Wanderlust. How pretty. They just cut off the Dex part of the MemoryDex. And then we did a couple layouts. So we've got a 12 by 12 layouts for you. Again, we used it. We put a little border across the bottom. We've got the rub-ons going. This is all rub-ons. These are the MemoryDex. Ready for your pictures. So the dies used were DI85 Curvy Quirks and the rub-ons were number 12 Coffee and number 16 it looks like Cultured Gems, and honorary SMS girl Mary made this layout for you. And then the last layout we have this is great. These are part of one of the sets. This is part of a set. Here she doubled them up to make a double mat. And we used the MemoryDex for it. And this was done by Claire. She used D71, Pierced with Love, DI82, Dottie Love, DI83, Stemmed Pouch, and D70 with the sentiments. So 2 layouts for you. All right, you guys, we did a lot. We really, really did. And now I have to clean up the mess I made because I dropped all the Ecoline markers and I need to clean them up before Elena gets here. She'll be like, what happened? I hope you had, it's late. I hope you had a good time today. I hope you can see why I am in love with the MemoryDex stuff. So much fun. And why I am in love with the Amsterdam acrylic paints. And again, if you haven't watched week 1 and week 2 of February's In the Studio with Stacy, and you want to learn more about those Amsterdam acrylics, please watch it. It is a class. I use them. I don't make anything really spectacular. I don't have 100 samples to show you. It is to teach you about the product so that you feel so successful with it. Because fine art product it's not here today, gone tomorrow. It's here today, here tomorrow, here 25 years from now, here 100 years from now. I mean, Royal Talons has been around since 1899 making some of this product. It's grown over the years, to say the least, but wow. And then Abs and Joe and Jess, Abs just knocked it out of the park with these MemoryDex products. So darling, and what a collection that you have an opportunity to start with this and then add that and then grow to here and then maybe there, and they are useful. I would love to, I love Rolodexes. So when I saw this, I have 2 Rolodexes on my desk right now, and I will not give them up for anything. So it is me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. Where are you going to find all of this great product? Well, you can find it maybe at your local independent retailer. By all means, check with them first. Say, hey, do you have that MemoryDex stuff from All and Create? And if they do, shop with them. But if they don't, we are here, absolutely. Now, we were closed for several weeks due to the power outages and the wildfires here in California. We are slowly getting caught up. We are on with the warehouse sale. We're on December 17th right now is where we're up to filling. The sale started November 30th, so we are getting there, and it ended, I think, January 5th. And as I said in that video, the longer the sale goes, the bigger the orders are because there's more selection for you to choose from. Had we not been closed for several weeks, we would have been further along, but it is what it is. So I did want to give you an update. We are on right around December 17th. So hang tight, everything's coming. We're working as fast and as hard as we can. And we just appreciate all of you so darn much. We really do. And I'm so glad to be home because really there is no place like home. I loved going. I loved coming back. Great to spend the day with you. Thanks, everybody. It's me, Stacy. Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and I am off to clean up eco line markers that are on the floor. Bye, everybody.